In this section, we are going to be looking at date. Okay, so we're going to extract date and then make different kind of dates out of this to use for our analysis. Date is a dimension, so it's possible that during our analysis we want to see how we have performed over a certain period of time, yearly, month, and things like that, or probably even see what is the sales in the over the weekend compared to the sales over the weekdays, and then compare. And then even you can go further to compare what are the days, what are the sales over an holiday period, and what are the sales when we don't have holiday period. I mean, you can make kind of comparison, and then this way enable you to get insight from your data. So one of the things that we are going to be doing is to extract this data to make it possible for us to do our analysis. So the first thing I'm going to start with, it has to do with the day. Alright, so let's start in the middle. So here we have day, right? So we have day, month, and then year, right? So let's start with day. Okay, so to simply extract data from day from here, click on this and then okay. So this will give you date, day, right? Okay, so if you are working, if you probably are trying to prepare data that you want to upload to your Power BI or something, Power BI will automatically sum up this, right? Because the data type is in number, right? This is general, so I can easily add this up. If I add this up, you see the sum to be 36 here. So that is because data type, right? So if you want to extract this, you can change this to text as well. You can go back and change this to text, right? Okay, and then this work equally fine, and this still, I'm surprised this is coming up to 45. Yeah, interestingly. All right guys, so sometimes you need to change your data type from numbers to text, and just to make your analysis possible, right? So I'm going to show you an alternative way to extract date, day or month or year in text mode as well. So if you want to extract this, I just want you to use text. Just put in text and then specify that okay, I want this value from text, and then you go ahead to specify what. So we use D for day, we use M for month, and then we use Y for year. So here I'm going to put this in text format, and I'm going to say give me day, right? And that is done, right? Okay, so this is giving me just a single number. So if I want to make this 01, I'm going to make it a double, right? And I'm going to get it 01, right? So if I want to go further to say I want something, okay, I can do that here, right? So let's make this a 01 then. Let's copy this downward. Okay, again, so I want to get this text date. Okay, so this is alternative way to get text, to get date extract, right? So I'm going to format this, it's a 3 times, and then let me see what this will come. So this will give you the full date in words. So this actually fell on Saturday, so which means January 1 2011 was Saturday, right? So I can go further to say I want full Saturday, full name written. So the full name will be written, right? So it depends on how you want this. So and then equally you can go back and say you want capital letter. So what we have still the same. It's still the same. So either small letter or capital letter, you get the same, so it doesn't make any difference, right? So that is that about day. So let's check out month. We are going to do the same for month as well, so copy this down. Yeah, for month in number, so what we are going to do, the first thing is to extract with month. Okay, so I'm going to say serial now month, then give me this month. I want it to extract month from this, and then it's going to give me a month, and this is going to be in number, right? This is an integer. Okay, so I want to extract this in text. Again, I will go ahead to say I want month in text. I want you to extract this from here, and I want this in, okay, so 2 is fine, right? Okay, and this will give me 2 number. Okay, so this is in text, right? So I can go further to say I want this in So I want the full name, right? For me to achieve this, I have to use text, right? So I want the full name, okay? Then let's extract this using 3. If you use 3, it's going to give you the abbreviation January, right? And then if you want this to be in full, you can do this and then you get the full name, right? So it is always 3 letters, okay? Don't forget. Okay, so regardless of whatever you do, you get this. Alright, so let's copy this down. So again, let's go to year. How do you extract your year? Remember, you can extract year with your year with this year and then put this. Okay, so you also get your extract for year. So you can also get year in text. So let's try text and then let's check this value. Let's extract it from here and we're going to use 3. 2 is fine, right? Remember, it has to be in quotation marks. Alright, so this will give me this extract, right? Then I can copy this down. So let's say I want the full year. This will be the same as this, but in text. So I want this guy. Give me year. Okay, so that's 3. Let's see what is going to come. So it's going to give you the same, regardless of 3 or 4 Y's that you use. So you're going to get this in text. Alright, so that is how you extract this. Now let's go to where we have quota, right? So let's say you want to see sales made in Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. How do you go about extracting your quotas? So there's a trick to this. What I want you to do is that the first thing you start with Q, right? Then you are going to you're going to join this with another thing. I mean concatenate. You can also concatenate this, right? So how do you concatenate this? Or simply how do you join this with another text? So I'm going to join this, okay? This is where the difference between a text and a date format is really useful. So what I want you to do here is that I want you to go to a month, right? So this is January. January 1 means Q1, right? This is Q1. So January down to February means down to March is Q1. So what I want you to do here is to go to your month in number, right? I want you to then, before doing that, I want you to round up. So I want you to do round up, okay? I want you to round up this number. So round up will definitely help you to round up to the next decimal number, right? So take the month, right, and divide by 3, right? Then remember we are using round up, so let's round up to 0, okay? And let's click OK. So what I have done here is that, so ultimately what this has done is to divide this date, right, by 3. So let me show you something here. Okay, so this is month in number, right? And I decided to divide by 3. So I'm going to get 0.3. Because I'm rounding up, this is going to be 1. So that would be equal to Q1, right? So let's say this is 3 divided by 3. What are you going to get? So if you do 3 divided by 3, so you're going to get 1. Okay, so I need to change this to general. So you're still going to get 1, which means you're in Q1. Let's say you change this to 4 divided by 3. So you're going to get 1.3, which means we are in Q2. This is going to give you 2, right? So that is how we go about dividing our numbers to get the Q1 or Q2, right? So we just put Q in front of them and then join it with the rounded number. So what you're going to do, let's copy this downward to get everything, right? So that is Q1. Now let's move to the category. Now we want to know, is this weekend or is this going to be, so is this weekend or is this a weekday? So how do you know? Okay, so this is January, this is Saturday, right? So what we are going to do, we have this day here. So what we are going to do is that we're going to write an if function to say if what we have here, okay, equals, so we're going to use equals. Okay, so let's combine this with of or, right? So remember we did this under the logical function. So if this, okay, so we are testing two statements now. If this is comma Saturday, okay, that's the first logical function statement, okay, or if this is Sunday, right? We really have two of that in a weekdays, in a week, right? So we really have Saturday and Sunday in a week. So if Saturday, if this what the value we have in this column is Saturday or is Sunday, all right? So if any of this is true, remember that all function will tell you if logical one is true, or if the second one is false, or if one of them is actually true. If one of them is true, return a particular value, or if both of them are true, return a particular value. But however, we're going to get one that is true. So if one of this is true, I want you to say this says weekend, right? This is weekend. However, if this is false, if this is false, we need to close this here. Okay, so that's our true statement. So however, if this is false, I want it to output this is weekday, right? So let's capitalize this as well to make it a proper. All right, so we are closing the bracket now. Okay, so and this is going to give us weekend because it is Saturday, so it is going to give us weekend, and you can draw this down and you get your weekdays. So this will help you to do your analysis to know the number of sales you're going to make on your weekdays and number of sales that you make on your weekend, and you can compare, do I make more sales over the weekend compared to the weekdays? And probably if that's the case, you might decide to make some business decision based on that, right? Okay, so again, okay, so before dealing with public holiday, because this is a little bit complicated a bit, so let's do with week. Okay, then this should be the last, right? Okay, so what are we doing here in this week number? So we want to know this week, is it week 1 or week 2 or week 3 or week 4, right? So you want to know which week is this. So before we go to the week number, I quickly want to show you something. So you can do weekdays. So this will test if this is a weekday. All right, so it says this is text if this is a weekday, but it's going to give you a number, so which we need to actually format. All right guys, so this is week number. So how do you get the week number? How do you get the week number? All right, so how do we get the week number? If you want to get a week number, there is a date function that is called week number, right? All right, so we have week number just like I tested weekday. So we have a week number. And how do you check week number? Let's go to the original date and let's extract our week number. Right, so this is week 1. Let's see if this is correct. So this is showing that this is week 1, this is week 2, this is week 3, this is week 4. I mean, this is week 2, then by the time we get it, this is week 3, then week 4, right? 16 is week 4, and then it goes further to tell us this is week 5. So in our business cycle, this is week 8, so this will go down and down. Okay, week 33 and so on and so forth down to week 53, right? So this by December 2016, this is our week 53, right? So this is how you extract your week numbers here. Okay, so let me freeze this, so in case if we want to scroll down, so let's go to view, then free. I wanted to freeze pins, right? So okay, so this is fixed. Okay, let me remove this again. Then if you want to unfreeze, you can unfreeze this, right? Let's come here and let's freeze. All right. Okay, so this is done. So let's do end of the month. Let's say you want to extract end of the month. Alright guys, so let's work with end of the date function. So how do we do this? What we intend to get here, we are telling Excel that this is January. So we want 31st of January 2011, right? That is what we want. However, the way Excel understand this, you can specify if you are going to a date end of the month of the next month. Let's say you're in January now and you want to get end of the month for February, or end of the month for previous month, which is going to be December 2010, right? Or the current month, so which is represented by 0, 1, minus 1, and then you can add the number of months you want in the future, or you want backward. So this is what we're going to do, end of the month, right? Function, then the start date will be this date. Ensure this date is well formatted. Then you specify which month. So I want this to be the current month. I'm going to be using 0. Then I'm going to click OK, and this is going to give me the end of the month for January, right? Let's say I want end of the month plus 1, right? Let's say end of the month in February. Okay, so what I will need to do is to use end of month. Okay, then bring in this, right? I'm going to have to specify that is 1 month after this date. So this is going to give me, oh, so this is not formatted. Let me copy this format and put it here. Okay, so let's expand this a bit. So this is going to give me February, end of the month, right? So you can easily specify, you can specify how many days in the month, in the year, days. This will give me July, or backward -6, and this will give you last year 2010, right? So you can always specify. That is how you use end of the month in Excel. And this concludes the whole part of working with date in Excel. In the future, we are going to look at how to extract public holidays in Excel. Public holidays. Alright. Alright, so thank you guys. I will see you. So you are doing excellently well. So I will see you in the next section. So I will see you in the next section. Thank you guys. So thank you, and I will see you in the next section where we discuss more on our dashboard.